1 year ago, St. Joe's Prep entered the Flyers Cup as the number 2 seed, only to see their season end in a stunning quarterfinal loss to Father Judge. That memory has lingered all year. Now, the Hawks return to this exact stage with another opportunity, this time against Salesianum. Both teams arrive hungry, each coming off championship defeats in their respective leagues just a week ago. The regular season is behind them. The league titles are settled. Now, it's win or go home. It's the Flyers Cup quarterfinals, and it starts right now. Hawks hockey back on WSJP. St. Joe's Prep in the quarterfinals, taking on Salesianum of the Flyers Cup. For today's broadcast, I'm Ryan Sullivan, joined by AJ Farrington. AJ, how we doing?
Yeah, a little cold in here as always. Solid night for hockey, though. Late night for hockey here in Delaware County.
I actually think it's better in here than it's been in, like, all the rinks.
Well, it's better here than it is at 23, but I think, 23 is just a really large freezer.
That is very true.
And, partially makes sense. It's a hockey rink, but, what do you do?
Well, AJ, let's do deductions in just a few moments, but before we do so, let's talk about both these teams. Obviously, as I just mentioned, they're coming off pretty bad league losses a week ago. St. Joe's Prep, last Wednesday, they had a loss to Holy Ghost Prep 4-1 in the APAC Championship. Then he had Sally's. They lost 2-0 just a day later against Devon Prep in the ICSHL Championship. That's got to suck for both teams.
Yeah, obviously, Ryan, I didn't watch
I
didn't watch Sally's game in the ICSHL. I know one of the it was mentioned on our large sports media group chat plenty of times. But I didn't watch the game personally, but in terms of the Prep versus Holy Ghost, something I can speak about a little bit more. Like you mentioned, 4-1 loss, but I didn't think it was really a 4-1 loss in terms of like a traditional sense. It was a close game, Ryan. The shot diff actually, I believe, memory serves, went towards the Prep. It was a competitive game, really competitive. Well, the Prep might step ahead before that rink change. Really unprecedented thing. It didn't, obviously no betting in high school hockey, but I don't think that would have been a line at all. So, yes, I think there's definitely, it's been struggles with Holy Ghost specifically for this Prep team so far this year, but it's not something to be too down about. You got Salesianum across the ice from you. I think you just got to worry about moving forward. Mentioned last year, Flyers Cup, a little unfortunate in terms of that result there, losing to Father Judge. As you said, I don't think this happens again if you're the Hawks, but we have some solid hockey.
We're just taking a immediate and national anthem break here on WSJP. Don't go anywhere. Back at it here on WSJP. Just getting ready for the first period of action at the stadium. And St. Joe's Prep coming into this game as the number 2 seed in the Flyers Cup, almost like APAC. Salesianum coming in as the number 7 seed. So lots going on here today in the Flyers. LaSalle, Father Judge at Hatfield. So whoever wins this game will be taking on in the semifinals of the Flyers Cup, and the winner of that would take on the winner of Malvern Prep and Holy Ghost Prep. So lots going on in the Flyers Cup here today. But starting lines for St. Joseph's Prep, you got Michael Castelli, Cole Gargon, Tommy Ely, Ben Kerson, and Frankie Ely. Lots going on, as I said. We are just about ready to drop the puck at the stadium. It'll be Cole Gargon to face off for St. Joe's Prep, and he will do so with Albert. Here we go. Face off won by St. Joe's Prep, and it'll be into the right side of the neutral zone of the Hawks.
Yeah, Ryan, earlier off, I just want to mention a couple keys for this game, things we've seen, a little bit difficulty with this Hawks unit so far this year. I think the power play is going to be key first and foremost. If you got that man advantage, you have to take advantage of it. You win and lose games by your power play, and the Hawks have not been the most efficient on it recently. We saw them improving throughout the game last contest, but still I think has to be a point of emphasis, and most likely was going forward.
Right side of the neutral zone, pass over to Frankie Ely. Cross-ice pass to Cole Gargon on the left side of the net. Incomplete there, as now there's a fight behind the net on the left side of the boards. Salesianum able to get the puck back and take it into the Hawks' neutrals, or into their own neutral zone. I apologize. Tommy Ely misses it with a stick now on the left side of the ice. Here comes Salesianum. Line change coming in for them as it's just cleared down the ice by Willis. The Hawks resecure the puck back on the right side of the net as Cole Gargon flies around the net. Cross-ice pass right to the middle of the ice. Shot there. Saved by Declan Geary.
Yeah, and he was asked there, Ryan. Cole Gargon tries to dump the puck cross-ice in his own zone and gets batted down with a stick.
Hawks resecure the puck back. Michael Washlick on for St. Joseph's Prep as the Hawks clear it into Salesianum's neutral zone as it's cleared right back onto the side of the Hawks. Adam Sharafi could not secure the pass from John Wagner, who's come on for the first time today. This one moved behind the net of St. Joseph's Prep, but retaken away by the Hawks. Jake Ely gets it to Michael Washlick down the ice, one-on-one, has a shot, and it just goes a bit too high. That one around the boards and back into the neutral zone. The left side of Salesianum as Adam Sharafi delivers a big hit. Here's a shot, another one saved as the Hawks are trying to get going early when it comes to the shots on goal. Jake Ely in the right corner of Salesianum gets it back right behind the net. Pass out to the right wing to John Wagner, who takes a shot, and it misses. Nobody there on the rebound for the Hawks. Left side of the ice, just in front of the neutral zone for St. Joe's Prep. Wagner gets it back on the right side. Shot saved. Fisher tries to spin around on the rebound, but he can't get the shot off. Tries to pass it back to the middle of the ice. Sharafi, another shot, centered, saved. And Sharafi gets the rebound again. Another shot that's saved. Mamma mia. Great start for St. Joe's Prep, but they just can't get the puck in the back of the net. Sharafi spins around at the left side of center ice as he clears it.
Yeah, like you mentioned, Ryan, Hawks getting a lot of pressure in easily, and nothing to show for it yet. To no fault of their own. I mean, it's been a fantastic job between the pipes so far for Salesianum. Really just keeping them in early.
DeGrand tried to clear it down the ice, but it was taken away by Jake Ely, who cleared it. Salesianum. James Fradd on for the Hawks as well. Will Savarese tries to center it, but it's just knocked away. Ben Kerson resecures him. I got held there, but no call. As Salesianum tries to give the Hawks a taste of their own medicine. It's cleared down the ice by Salesianum. Geary calls for icing. The officials don't agree with him. Will Savarese gets it to the left side of the net of St. Joseph's Prep as the Hawks try to resecure. The student section kind of in our way here today, AJ.
Just a bit, yeah.
And just a bit, indeed.
Hey, good, a great turnout, actually. We got no school tomorrow, so I'm not that surprised.
Not all of us don't have school tomorrow.
Oh, yeah, well.
Some of us have our SAT.
I don't have school tomorrow. That's what's important.
Nonetheless, Will Savarese on the left side of the ice takes it away as he clears it. The Hawks will get some substitutions. And Vinny Burnett on for the first time today. Cole Sullivan, big hit on the right side of the boards for St. Joe's Prep.
Play penalty, Ryan. It's going to be a boarding call, I think. Or nope, never mind.
Nope.
My bad.
All good as the Hawks get it back off the clear behind their net. Joseph Dara takes it on the left wing, goes to the left O zone. His shot blocked by Dennis, and we will get a face-off on the left side of the O zone of Salesianum.
Yeah, Ryan, I think another thing we've seen here very early on in this game is physicality, and I say it every single one of these games. Physicality is such a large part of hockey, and I think these Prep guys can absolutely bring it, and it's going to be a key as well in this game, establishing a physical presence, especially if you're being aggressive on the forecheck. You can create turnovers in Salesianum's zone. You create some cheap opportunities there, easy goals, and I would say that is another, pretty big key, I would say, to
Hawks did win the face-off, as now they try to resecure the puck as Salesianum was the ones that take it away as they clear it down the ice. Icing called a bit late, though, so we'll get a face-off down the other end on Salesianum's right O zone. And the infamous "you can't do that" chance, as AJ you like to call them.
Yeah, I mean.
But it's our side, though, so we can't say anything.
Yeah, I would say something because, the "you can't do that" when it's not a penalty always makes me laugh. But, regardless.
full line change for the Prep. Castelli, Ely, that being Frankie, and Cole Gargon back on for the Hawks. Ely going to face off. Might have went a bit early there. The official warning him of that. Face off won by the Prep. Gargon pressured immediately on the right side of the ice as it's cleared around the boards by Salesianum. Pass to Castelli as it was a cross ice pass. Couldn't be secured by him. Gargon just going to reset. Cross ice pass over to John Wagner right behind the Hawks neutral zone as they clear it down the ice. Malcolm Castelli in the left corner of Salesianum gets it around the boards once again. There is Winchell. Knocks it away in the neutral zone of Salesianum. Nice hit from Michael Castelli as once again Salesianum clear it down the ice, but they just cannot seem to get an offensive possession. A clean one that being, as the Hawks are now on the break. Frankie Ely has guys behind him on the left side of the ice, tries to take it inside, delayed penalty called. That's going to be tripping. And there we go, 2 minutes in the box goes Salesianum. The Hawks on the man up for the first time today.
Hey, good job, Frank Healy, getting the edge. You know, he's a great job protecting the puck as well. He's got the puck on his outside, sliding in, and, you know, tripping call there made on the potential poke check. And I mentioned it already, Ryan. Power plays are going to be very important here for this Hawks team, and we're going to see what they can do with their first one of the night. One thing I've also noticed really early is the back pipe has been open, Ryan. That cross-ice pass in the offensive zone could be very deadly for the Hawks if they could find that. That would be something I would look for moving forward.
Hawks on the man up for the first time today. Winchell committed the penalty, and he will be in the box as they win the face-off. Right O-zone. Cole Sullivan trying to clear it. Really, I don't think it touched anybody. It's cleared around the boards, and Salesianum are able to clear it once again. They've done a great job of that here today. The Hawks will reset. Adam Sharafi, nice moves as he gets down the ice at center ice as he takes it. Trying to get through everyone, takes a shot, and it was saved. Still behind the net, Sharafi able to get his own rebound. Going to pass it out. Thought about passing it out on the left side of Jake Ely, but gets it back to Michael Washlick on the left side of the boards. Cross ice pass to Cole Sullivan, who takes a shot on the right O-zone, saved. Pietro Paulo back there in the net for Salesianum here today. Michael Washlick gets it back on the right O-zone, tries to take it inside. Shot from Fisher, saved, and not resecured, though, by Pietro Paulo. Ely gets it back right side of the net, takes it around the net, trying to find somebody to center it to. He can't do so. Now in the left O-zone, gets it to Sharafi, who shoots in. Is not able to knock it in. Cole Sullivan gets it off the rebound, which was kind of riding the boards. Fisher behind the net again, passes it out. Washley can't find anyone immediately in the right O-zone. Gets it back to Fisher behind the net. Off the board pass to Cole Sullivan, right in front of the neutral zone of Salesianum. Centers it to Fisher, who takes a shot, saved. The Hawks can just not get it in the back of the net. Rebounded by Sharafi on about, I'd say, the left side of the board. Sharafi able to get it back, almost taken away by Salesianum. Sharafi shoots, and it's caught by Pietro Paulo.
I mean, Pietro Paulo has been phenomenal, Ryan, hasn't he, so far? Really keeping this Sally's in the game so far, these first 7 minutes of play. I mean, these are good shots as well, not just, you know, lobs at the net. These are legitimately threatening looks. A great job at commanding his zone and making it difficult for the Prep to get on the board, but they, at the same time, I feel like the Hawks have been doing everything right so far.
Definitely have been. 38 seconds remaining left in the power play. I would say successful so far if you are St. Joe's Prep. Face-off on the right O-zone. Won by Salesianum, but Castelli trying to do everything he can to not have it cleared. And that one will go into the netting, or at least the official says it was. And we will get another face-off. And nonetheless, yeah, we will get a face-off. Gargon to redo that. That being with Godowski. Face-off won by the Prep. Shot from Castelli goes over the net. Ely thought he had it, but it took an awkward bounce as it goes into the possession of Kropp. Salesianum does not have numbers as they take it on the right side of the net. Taken away, though, by the Hawks. Ben Kerson, calling his name for the first time today, gets it over to Cole Gargon, who takes it onto the right side of the ice. Just barely gets it by the neutral zone before Salesianum can clear, but the official runs into it. Really helps the Prep out as they were able to get it back at center ice. Kerson spins around, has nobody with him. Oh, no, he takes it by Godowski beautifully, though. Gets it out to Ely. Frankie, that being not able to get a shot off on the left side of the boards now, as Salesianum is able to take it away, and they try to take it on the right side, now in the right corner of St. Joseph's Prep. Gargon able to take it away, but Godowski going to be able to deliver some help for Salesianum. Now fully behind the net of St. Joe's Prep. Kerson able to get it back. Power play is done. Salesianum back to full strength. Gargon trying to make moves around, and he does it beautifully. Here comes Cole Gargon at center ice already. Has no one with him, but he could do it himself maybe. Tries to make a move around, but he gets knocked out of the way by Mitchell as Salesianum use the numbers to their advantage, and they're able to try to get some substitutions in. before the Hawks can maybe take possession back. This one over to James Fratt, who takes a hit, but he takes a knee. Just goes right back at it as the Hawks just get it by the neutral zone. Noah Stool gets it back. He's able to get it centered. Try to get it to Cole Sullivan in the right O zone. He's fighting for it. There's multiple players fighting as Salesianum takes it away. Mitchell, cross ice pass to the middle. Try to get it to Willis. So the Hawks had numbers and they took it away. And a big hit from James Fratt as the whistle has been blown.
I can't really see what's going in that corner there, Ryan.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of tough.
Yeah.
You know, not really an obstructed view,
I think they should put us, like, up on the ceiling and have us,
yeah,
like,
they
look
really
down.
should.
I think that would be pretty cool.
That's what they do at, like, Xfinity Mobile Arena, right?
I have no idea, but I feel like that would be
no.
pretty neat. I think they got, like, spotters and stuff, too. I'm not entirely sure, though.
Hawks win the face-off, but it's cleared down the ice by them. James Fratt could not possess it as they tried to center it to them. The Hawks still a lot of pressure. James Fratt, nice stick checks. Almost took it away. There at Adam Sharafi centers. Nothing there for him. James Fratt and Noah Stool couldn't find it. Knocked around the boards from Salesianum. They just have it behind their own neutral zone. Wagner gets it at center ice. He finds Cole Sullivan. Barely able to stay on sides. Credit to him, though. Sullivan takes a shot of Winchell of Salesianum. Cleared down the ice by Sally's as Adam Sharafi and John Wagner will reset.
Yeah, Ryan, the Hawks really feel like holding almost all possession so far this game. Sally has a couple small opportunities on the counterattack, but for the most part, it's been the Prep show.
Cleared down by Declan Geary. This is going to be icing as we'll get a face-off down on the Hawks side of the ice as they will get a full line change in.
Yeah, it looks like there was a pretty big hit there in the corner, Ryan. I couldn't really make out who was on, but you could hear it on the boards, you know.
Well, you've got the whole, pretty much a senior squad today.
Yeah, let me see if I can do some math real quick. We got about a lot of people in a row.
Yep.
And we got about 6 rows, so we got 6 times a lot people.
Yeah, that's a lot of people.
Yeah, sounds pretty good to me.
Nonetheless, Hawks win the face-off, and now they try to take it down the ice. It's 2-on-2. Vinny Burnett clears on the right side of the ice. Now it goes to the left side. Connor Martin, Joseph Dara fighting for it in the left corner. Salesianum once again are able to clear it.
Ooh.
Stick poked away by Callahan down the ice. They try to center. They cannot do so. The Hawks had numbers, and they took advantage, able to knock it away from the center of the ice.
If you're the Hawks, I think it's something you're going to have to look for defensively. The Salesianum is so far, they've been getting out on the counterattack pretty well, Ryan. Obviously, a lot more possession and opportunities coming from the Hawks, but just one missed-time counterattack, I mean, that can win you a game.
Just in front of the neutral zone of Salesianum, they are able to clear it. Oh my goodness, what a hit from John Wagner just behind the Hawks neutral zone. Mamma mia.
Yeah, not even just a hit, but it was an attempted hit the other way around. It looked like Ryan Salfas trying to go into John Wagner and get sat straight down on the ice.
My, oh my, they blow the play dead. As that will send Salesianum into the box. That will send Bach into the power, or Boak, I apologize, into the power play. Hawks once again on the man up.
I don't know if I've ever seen a penalty after a guy gets sat down like that, Ryan.
That was something, AJ.
I mean, it looked like that was a roughing call that just didn't go the right way. I'm not sure though.
Well, I mean, Wagner just stood there.
Stood his ground. Yeah, Wagner pretty heavy. He's standing about 170-ish pounds, about 5'7". He's low to the ground. He's got a strong frame, center of gravity. Not a guy you really want to go at a 50-50 contest with, if you're asking me.
Face-off won by St. Joe's Prep. Attempted clear from Salesianum goes into their bench, so we'll face off once again.
What have you been up to, Ryan?
Homework, researching.
Yeah.
That's pretty much the gist of a broadcaster's life in school. But nonetheless, Hawks win the face-off again. Cole Sullivan swings it over. Sharafi shot caught by Pietro Paulo. And AJ, let's talk a little bit about the history of the Flyers Cup. St. Joe's Prep last Flyers Cup win in 2018. That was a long time ago. The Hawks, that was the number 2 seed, trying to get back into the swing of things.
Yeah, absolutely. Like you mentioned, number 2 seed.
Cleared down the ice by Salesianum off the face-off.
Yeah, there's that. I don't want to say inevitability, but Holy Ghost you expect to be there. And
Yeah.
I said before the game last, it's hard to beat a team 3 times. I don't know if it's a saying it's hard to beat a team 4 times. I'm not entirely sure, but I think that's a winnable game, absolutely. If we were to get to that point, not to get ahead of ourselves.
Oh, and Cole Sullivan takes a shot and scores! St. Joe's Prep have taken the lead.
Braden Fisher.
Braden Fisher on the rebound. St. Joe's Prep on the board.
Yeah, Ryan, every shot in hockey is a real dangerous one, you know. Cole Sullivan just kind of eyeing it towards the net, and you can get a tip off a stick there, off a body, and that's exactly what Fisher does, you know, being a center. He's in the right spot. It's a solid screen there in front of the tender, and a good tip gets him right in. Probably, their 15th shot maybe, so to speak.
Braden Fisher, his 11th total goal of the year, his first one of the playoffs. St. Joe's Prep have taken a 1-0 lead over Sally's. And they go 1 for 2 on the power play here today.
Yeah.
So a great start from St. Joe's Prep in that category. Hawks win the faceoff, and maybe they'll try to do it again. Frankie Ely and Cole Gargon taking it down the ice, 2-on-2. Gargon doesn't have the angle, but he tried to take the shot anyway, and he scores! Just like that, St. Joe's Prep, 2-0.
I mean, how quickly things can swing around, Ryan. I mean, scoreboard even so far, and then 2 in about 20 seconds or so. Cole Garland really taking it himself there. Gets to the outside and just sneaks it right of, pardon me, Pietropalo, who's been rock solid back there so far. But who sneaks in there. That was a great individual play for Cole Gargon. And a pretty interesting celebration as well. You know, I'll give him that. I'll give him credit for that one.
And now Gargon, his 15th of the year, his 2nd of the playoffs. He has been lights out this season, as the Hawks have now taken a 2-0 lead over Salesianum. Though the Hawks win the faceoff, but Salesianum trying to answer on St. Joe's Prep. They are tied with numbers, but the Hawks are the ones that take it away. Frankie Ely gets it down the ice. Top shot from Sullivan, saved by Pietropalo.
Yeah, it just feels like the Prep are skating faster out there than Salesianum, you know? Like, just in place is quicker, and I feel like we don't talk about that enough, you know, in terms of, like, you know, it's always attributes to, you know, how big is this guy, can he hit, how's his shot, but skating speed really mattering as well, because that's, you know, that's completely changing the speed of play as well.
Indeed, and now dealing with some technical things here on WSJP. But Salesianum having behind the Hawks net, I apologize there, once again, technical things here on WSJP, but nonetheless, the Hawks do not resecure. Salesianum get it back on their own side of the ice. Hawks trying to play defense. The middle is a bit crowded. Shots behind the net from Salesianum. Now on the left side of the boards, another shot from Salesianum, saved and secured by Declan Geary.
Geary catches that one in between his legs. Like, not between the pads, but looks like got it in between his legs themselves. I mean, that's a solid stop there from the
face-off coming. Won by St. Joe's Prep. Michael Washlick quick off the face-off as he's getting down the ice. Has Jake Ely with him. Washlick gets tripped, and that's going to be trying to immediately touch it and just get the penalty, and they will do that. Another power play coming for St. Joe's Prep. They will go on the power play for the 3rd time.
There's a appropriately timed you can't do that. Shane,
Yes.
I'd love to hear that.
Hey, you do love to hear that.
Yeah, 2nd tripping of the day already, and if the last power play goes any bit like the first, I mean, I think we're in for a pretty good treat if you're a Hawks fan.
2 minutes and 36 seconds remaining left in the first period. St. Joe's Prep up 2-0 over Salesianum. And they will go on the penalty. Or I'm sorry, Salesianum will go on the penalty kill for the 3rd time today. Face-off, not won by anybody immediately as it goes behind the net.
Another trip there.
Possibly another trip, but they won't call that one.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not too sure of the APAC rules, Ryan. Would that be a 5-on-3 then?
Yes,
or would they extend that? Okay, yeah, I figured. I don't know the difference between, you know, NHL and.
Yeah, fair enough. Jake Ely gets it just in front of the neutral zone of St. Joseph's Prep. Fisher gets it back to Cole Sullivan just on the outskirts of the neutral zone. Back to Fisher once again. Try to get it back over to Sullivan, but a beautiful job from Gudowski to knock it away as the Hawks will be forced to reset.
Yeah, and if you're Salad, you're going to spend basically the rest of this period on the kill. So just set in, try to get pucks back, and hold out for this last minute and 45 seconds.
Jake Ely. Sullivan tries to center it, saved and secured by Pietro Paulo.
Said that a lot so far today.
I have definitely said that, but you know what? The Hawks have been able to get to by him.
Yeah, good rip from Sullivan there on the clapper. You never know. First and foremost, those can go in plenty of times. I saw with Fisher already. You get a lot of contact. You got your center screen in front. And leads to a pretty easy goal sometimes. I guess that'll be our standing word we can use for now.
Hawks called for icing, so it'll be 15 seconds left in the power play. On the power play, I should say. Not good English there, AJ. That was pretty bad. It's okay.
Hey, man, it's all right. It's late on a Tuesday.
Yeah.
I haven't been in school. I was up at University of Purdue the last couple
really?
days. Yeah.
Oh, you know what? You were telling me that.
Yeah, I've been tapped out. Rugby stuff and, general college stuff as well.
Rugby season, baby.
Yes, sir.
Frankie Ely takes it around the net of Salesianum.
Sir.
Frankie Ely takes it around the net of Salesianum as he quickly got it down there. The Hawks will have the power play end. Castelli gets it out to Curson. Seconds now remaining. Gorgon takes it behind the net. Doesn't have anybody to pass it out to, but he gets out to Tommy Ely on the left side. Gets it to Gorgon again in the left O-zone. Tries to take a shot. Doesn't do it. Frankie Ely, though, is the one to take it right in the corner of the net. And saved by Pietro Paulo.
Yeah, that was a close one. Looked like could have potentially been across the line, but Paulo just out to dry again. He's got to dive on the puck. Not too much protection for him in front of his net,
And the net got moved as well as the save. We know that. We know that.
Only one net move so far.
That is true. That's not pretty bad.
That's not surprising, honestly. That's a little surprising. I think it's usually more. But
Hawks win the face-off. Curse on to Ely, who just shoots it out of nowhere. The Hawks only have 5 seconds remaining. Rebounded by Gorgon to try to take a shot. Net got moved again, and they'll stop it with about 2 seconds. Kind of feels a little unnecessary, but nonetheless, it's all right.
Yeah, at that point, you're just,
So Aguirre will actually come out so the Hawks can possibly have a 6-on-5 and maybe get anything off. And they actually have .2 on the clock. I believe the net was moved with about 2 seconds, but I don't think they will move or they will put 1.2 left. So we have that. Well, here we go. So 6-on-5 for the Hawks with 1.2. We'll see if they can get anything off. It has to be an immediate shot from Gorgon on the face-off, and that will do it. So nothing there comes on the face-off. St. Joe's Prep up 2-0. Back at it here on WSJP. We apologize for our scoreboard loss, if you will, but we're going to keep on going as the Hawks scoring immediately.
I didn't see. There was just an unclaimed puck in the middle. I didn't see who got the goal, though.
It looks like it was Cole Sullivan.
Cole Sullivan, yep. It was the first up there.
So Cole Sullivan, first goal of the postseason. Big shout out to him. His 3rd total of the year.
Yeah, just a lot of chaos around the net, Ryan, and Salesianum not doing a super great job at getting the pressure, but only time will tell if that trend continues.
Face off one. They get it at the neutral zone of St. Joseph's Prep. Shot there from Salesianum. It hit off the post, and it moves the net.
Yeah, before the game we said over under 7 goalpost moves, and we got our third already.
Yeah, that's something there, AJ.
Yeah.
No doubt about it.
This happens, for those who tune in a good bit. It's kind of a theme we got going on there. I think I won't be here next year. If all things go to plan, I will be playing rugby at Purdue. But
we'll see.
Ryan, I think you should keep a goals moving counter for the year.
I think so, I do. The Hawks, once again, not able to clear, taken away by Salesianum. Here's another shot saved by Declan Geary. About 23 seconds left on this power play. Hawks clear down the ice, and that will most likely end the power play, if you will.
Hey, great job of Brandon Fisher getting down there chasing the puck, because now that's going to cause a draw in the ozone here for the Hawks. I mean, that could have gone, could have been possession there for Salesianum. Instead, Fisher getting down there is creating an opportunity now offensively for the Hawks on the shorty with about 15 seconds left. Are we not even on? Oh. All
right, back at it on WSJP. We once again apologize for the technical difficulties. A lot going on here today at Stadium. Hawks up 3-0 still on Salesianum. 11:52 remaining. We do have scoreboard issues here on WSJP, but I will constantly keep you updated on time and all of that. AJ, it's okay that you didn't think we were on the air. We should address that with the viewers.
Yeah,
It's
it
okay.
happens.
It's okay.
Yeah.
It happens to the best of us.
Not that I'm going into the professional career, but it does happen, but I'll take it on the chin and I'll apologize for.
No apologies
You
needed.
get hot mic'd occasionally.
It actually happens to a lot of us. But anyway, once again, scoreboard issues here on WSJP. We will try to get that fixed at the intermission, but as of now, we will just keep you updated on the score. Fisher puts a stop as the Hawks try to get going here. I have to get back going in the swing of things as there's a lot going on. But the Hawks currently have it on Salesianum's side of the ice. knocked all the way down, cleared by Devin Prep, or not Devin Prep, Salesianum. Goodness, I even got all out
Same
of
uniforms. I don't blame
Yeah,
it. Actually, the first thing that I thought when they came out of the ice, I was like, oh, it's Devin.
Even I got all out of the whack with the little break we had here. But anyway,
Yep.
the Hawks able to take it down the ice. 2-on-2. Jake Ely trying to get to Michael Washington. Was tipped behind. Now it's behind the net. Aiden Quinn on the outskirts, and he takes a shot, and it just goes left. Adam Sharafi trying to get it on the rebound. Able to backhand it around on the right side of the boards. Washington cannot get it. Back behind the net for St. Joseph's Prep. Sharafi and Jake Ely fighting for it in the right corner. Cleared down the ice by Salesianum. Declan Geary calls for icing, and he will get it. .10:36 now remaining in the second period. Hawks still up 3-0 over Salesianum. Once again, 10:36 left in the second period.
No shot counter here at the stadium, but
Still 3-0. No goals did happen when we were away from the game for a few moments. Salesianum, they do win the face-off, and they will try to get it back down the ice. As AJ, you mentioned it earlier in the broadcast, they just have not had too many possessions like the Prep have had, but they also have been on the penalty kill 3 times today.
Yeah.
They try to center it back to the center of the ice, as they do have it on the side of St. Joseph's Prep. Frankie Ely able to get it back. Gets it to Cole Gargon at center ice, who's just trying to do it himself, and he's able to, and that is going to be a delayed penalty called on Salesianum. That's going to be holding. The Hawks, once again, going to be on the power play.
yeah, for another time, Ryan, that's going to be now the 4th penalty for Salesianum. And already down beforehand, you just can't, you have to clean up the penalties. It's really hard to win hockey games on the kill, and you're already down 3-0.
That one called on Salucci for holding, and he will be in the box. Tommy Ely to face off for St. Joseph's Prep.
Tommy, usually the defenseman coming up playing center here for the power play. Love to see it.
Face off on by the Prep. Gargon takes it inside on the right. Oh, zone, and he scores!
Yeah, Gargon just sliding across onto his strong side. That's a great wrister right there. Into the far post. Just snugged, tucked it right in there. Cole Gargon extends his lead to 4, and that will be 2 for him on the night so far.
Yeah, 2 goals on the season for 2 goals in this game for Cole Gargon, 3 in the playoffs, extending his total goal season to 16.
Wow.
Man, oh man, AJ, it cannot get much better than that.
And it cannot. And for those joining us recently, it was Fisher opened up the bill with a nice tip there, and we also saw some chaos in front of the net, leading to a nice Cole Sullivan goal as well. So that is where we are at currently.
So now officially under 10 minutes, 10:53 now. It's still 4-0 St. Joe's Prep. 10:54 as the clock has for some reason stopped here at the stadium, but I think that's just a technical issue if I'm not mistaken. But
yeah, no one's immune to technical issues, you know.
There's been a few here today.
Yeah, I mean, it happens.
Yeah, it does happen. Anyway. Cole Sullivan trying to get it back on the side of St. Joe's Prep. He takes a shot caught front by Pietro Paulo.
Yeah, the Hawks just getting into dangerous areas, Ryan, so often and so easily as well. Just skating into threatening spots and making the most of those spots. Pardon.
Face-off coming for St. Joseph's Prep. Cole Sullivan a face-off. A lot of defensive men have take on the face-off duties today. Sullivan cannot win the face-off, won by Salesianum as they knock it to the right side of their net as they try to clear down the ice, and they will do a successful one as Willis tries to center it, but the Hawks just take it away. James Fratt also trying to clear, but Winchell was there to knock it away at center ice. Ben Kersum back for the Hawks, getting double-teamed in the left corner on the side of St. Joseph's Prep. That one tipped. I believe it was off the side of the goal. There was a shot from Mitchell. It was saved by Declan Geary, knocked away. Salesianum did get it on the rebound. They are behind the net, 2-on-2 there. Intercepted pass to the outside of the net, taken away by Noah Stool. Sharafi gets it in the center ice, but he's not able to score.
Yeah, strong give and go there between Sharafi and Stoll. Creates a good look for Sharafi in the middle. Almost successful there on the move right in front of the net, but fades him a little bit.
Aiden Quinn clears down the ice. Stoppage of play as the net has once again moved. Actually, Aiden Quinn is going to be called on the delayed penalty for a cross check.
Yeah.
And he will go into the box of the Hawks. Second time of the day on the penalty kill.
Yeah, they're pretty strong on his first time, but very strong, not letting up any goals. I mean, that's about that's all you can ask for, really, on the penalty kill. They've been very good overall this season.
Yeah, about it. AJ.
Clock's been fixed or readjusted at least.
Yeah, readjusted. 8:57 now left. 8:57 that is left in the second period.
And if you are just joining us, 4-0 is your score.
Salesianum, they do win the face-off, but the Hawks pressuring them back into their own neutral zone. Gudowski, backhanded pass over to Willis. Cross-ice pass back to Gudowski again, as the Hawks are able to knock Salesianum back into the outskirts of their neutral zone. Shot there, knocked away by Ben Curson and Declan Geary. The Prep trying to clear down the ice. Braden Fisher, though, at center ice. Maybe just trying to get the puck back into possession as the Hawks. They maybe could play a possible shorty here. Michael Castelli trying to take it inside, but he is denied by multiple Salesianum defenders. 1 minute and 19 seconds now officially remaining on the power time. 8:14 left on your game clock.
Shorty's always fun, Ryan.
Yeah, they were. We've had a couple of them this season.
We have.
Yeah, yep. Cross-ice pass. Down into the Hawks zone. That one over to Colucci. Or Salucci, I apologize. Willis trying to take it around the right side of the net. He is able to center it momentarily, but he does have to get it back out over to Willis, who is behind the net once again. Everybody crowding the net for St. Joseph's Prep. Willis can't find anyone. He does get it out. Pass into the right O-zone to Gudowski. That one far behind the net. Rebounded, though, by Willis. Under a minute now remaining on the power play. 40 seconds, 7:35 on your game clock. Another shot saved by Geary as the Hawks are able to knock it away. They're trying to clear it down the ice. It's behind the net. Michael Castelli delivering hits. Now in the left O-zone of St. Joseph's Prep. Curson trying to find any way to clear this puck as he takes it around the net. Sullivan can't clear. And now the Hawks are going to not really try and score. Fisher, though, takes it around the net. Might have an angle. Tries to backhand it on the shot. Saved.
Yeah, and about 5 seconds left, and it was a pretty successful kill once again for the Hawks.
Shot there from Callahan goes just a bit left of the net. Yeah, and that will do it for the penalty kill. The Hawks 2 for 2 on the penalty kill here today. Callahan tries to shoot it again, but it just went right into Adam Sharafi. As the Hawks back at full strength. 6:44 now remaining on your game clock. Ben Curson fighting for it in the right corner of the Hawks. Noah Stool and Braden Fisher in there to help take it away. But Salesianum, they are ruthless on the boards. They continue to fight in the right corner. And they are able to knock it behind the net of the Hawks. Salesianum taking it around the net of St. Joseph's Prep. Chef knocks it away as he knocks it behind the net. Sharafi just kind of delivered a hit from behind. Not really
somehow,
a hit.
Yeah.
He just kind of stood up and it looked like Callahan just kind of fell down behind him.
Yeah.
Curson just trying to clear. The Hawks trying to get reset as Salesianum will pretty much give up on that offensive possession. Declan Geary lost his stick. He has to get it back. Good thing for him. Nobody was really there for Salesianum. Here is Adam Sharafi trying to do it himself down the ice on the right. O-zone shot saved. Rebound. Nothing there for the Hawks. Burnett tries to score again, and he does. St. Joe's Prep 5-0 lead. 5:50 remaining on your game clock. Beautiful.
James Fratt getting the crowd hyped up.
Burnett and James Fratt there to help on the goal. I believe it was Burnett was the one to knock it in, but James Fratt is the one getting the crowd hyped.
Yeah, more chaos in front of the goal. We saw that earlier with the Cole Sullivan goal. And once again, I mentioned it a couple times already, Ryan. Sally's just not doing a great job of protecting the net, and that's what's going to happen.
Playoff Vinny Burnett, if you will. 2 goals in the postseason, 1 goal in the regular season. That has his total to 3 on the year. 5:45 now remaining as the Hawks have a commanding 5-0 lead over Salesianum.
I mean, I'd rather my goals come in the postseason than the regular season personally, Ryan.
That's fair.
Love to see it.
Well, do you have more postseason tries or more regular season tries?
Regular season, absolutely.
Well, you know what? It's okay. There'll be more postseason tries.
I don't. Do I even have a postseason try?
It's okay.
I got to think about that.
You know what? You probably do.
I'm not sure.
All right, well.
You know what?
This is a research question.
Yeah, I'll have to think about that. I don't remember, but
Well, nonetheless.
how about this? We'll get some this year.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
But nonetheless, as we mentioned, Vinny Burnett, the one to score. And now, actually, the Hawks are going to be one on the penalty kill. Connor Martin in the box. So the Hawks, the third time, going to be on the penalty kill here today.
Yeah, I didn't even see what that was.
We were talking about your tries.
Well, you got me rolling.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, it's all good.
Shot goes into the netting. We'll get another face-off for Salesianum on the right ozone of St. Joseph's Prep.
Shout out Prep Rugby. Heading down to Miami next week, actually.
Yeah, we will be here saying the Hawks advance, take on LaSalle at Iceline next Thursday. That'll be live here, radio broadcast on WSJP, so make sure you subscribe.
Ryan, what are you going to do without me?
I don't know. I guess I got Sam. I got to deal with him.
Sam.
Sam, our producer here today, right next to us. But Salesianum, they are able to reset as the Hawks did clear it down the ice. Well, as I mentioned earlier, the Hawks 2 for 2 on the penalty kill here today. Tommy Ely trying to get some stick checks behind the net. Curson right in front of Declan Geary, just making sure there's no shots on goal there as the Hawks once again clear up. Michael Washlick able to intercept the centering attempt by Salesianum, and they take it away. Jake Ely trying to take it away on Salesianum's side, or I'm sorry, the Hawks side of the, Salesianum side of the ice. I apologize once again. Shot by Salesianum again, saved and secured by Declan Geary.
Good save by Geary there, and about 4.5 minutes to play here in the second period.
Yes.
Here at the stadium in Delaware County.
4:39 remaining left in this second period here on WSJP. The Hawks still lead 5-0 over Salesianum.
Minute left on this power play as well for Salesianum. This will be their third attempt. Haven't been too successful so far, but we'll see if they can, kind of change that around, maybe get momentum heading the other direction. I don't know. We'll see.
Shot there, saved by Declan Geary, rebounded, though, by Salesianum. Godowski on the left ozone of St. Joseph's Prep, gets it back behind the net, tries to center it, taken away, though, by the Hawks. It's Aiden Quinn and Frankie Ely now, a shorty opportunity, Ely to Quinn, shot saved!
Almost. That was just a great job from Pietropalo in between the pipes there. Just getting out quick, but almost a shorty like you mentioned, Ryan. And
icing called on Salesianum as they cleared it down the ice. Ely and Aiden Quinn, they were right there, but a beautiful save prevents the Aiden Quinn goal. 34 seconds left on this power play, 4:09 left on the game clock.
Another pretty successful period for the Hawks. Putting 3 in this one. If memory serves, I think it was 2 in the first, 3 in the second, right, Ryan?
Yes.
Yeah.
Salesianum, they do win the face-off as they had to. Kropp gets it over to Callahan at center ice. James Fratt not able to take it away. Behind the Hawks' neutral zone, Callahan just gets it away from 4 defenders as the Hawks move back. Set up for the remaining of this power play. 15 seconds left on it. Shot from Sheff. Now a shot from... That was Callahan, I apologize. Saved by the Hawks. Centered by Salesianum. Sharafi once again takes it away. And that will end the penalty. Sharafi falls down. And that will officially end the power play. Connor Martin comes out of the box, but that will allow Cole Sullivan to come on for St. Joe's Prep. Salesianum able to get it in the zone of the Hawks once again. Sheff swings it over to Brennan behind the net. Cole Sullivan fighting for it. Just pokes it out to James Fratt. Off the board pass to Sharafi behind the net again. Salesianum pressuring the Hawks. Maybe into a mistake. Sharafi spins around the net and he kind of right back to where he started. On the left side of the ice, neutral zone pass to James Fratt. Now the center ice over to Cole Sullivan. Has Noah Stool parallel with him. Has Fratt behind him. He gets to the Fratt. Shot saved! Cole Sullivan on the rebound. Tried to spin around and take a shot. And big hits delivered from both teams. Aiden Quinn took a hit there. The Hawks are able to clear, but Salesianum and Winchell at center ice. Cole Sullivan knocks him off his tracks, and he is causing havoc as Salesianum tried to get it down for another offensive possession, but the Hawks no go for them as they are able to resecure on their own side of the ice.
Yeah, Ryan, I'll tell you, Sal's been a little bit more aggressive so far in the second period. I mean, they spent the entire first completely on the back foot, but pushing, I'd say a little bit more now. Still not too much success, but still fighting.
2:13, 2:10 now actually on the clock. So we'll take a longer intermission break here on WSJP. Cole Gargon on the Hawk side of the ice, just able to clear it. And that will be icing called, actually, kind of surprisingly. Not called by Pietro Paulo, but called by the officials.
Yeah.
Nonetheless, the face-off coming down the other end on the left O-zone of St. Joseph's Prep. 1:57 now remaining left on the clock. Once again, we apologize for the scoreboard issues here on WSJP. But the Hawks are leading 5-0 here at the Stadium over Salesianum. 1:57 remaining in the second period. We will have one more period of action coming for you.
If anyone would like to donate to fix the scoreboard issues, we are open to that.
I don't even think it's a matter of.
I have no idea what it is either.
I don't even think it's a matter of donating.
I
just think it's the world not wanting it to work.
Maybe, but I promise we will get better technology if you send it to my personal Venmo. Yeah. I will make sure to distribute that. Absolutely.
Frankie
Please.
Ely gets it to his brother on the left O-zone, who takes a shot, and Pietro Paulo catcher save from him.
I actually don't even have Venmo, so.
Oh, okay. Well, nonetheless, we'll get a face-off. Moving on from that.
Yeah. You know, just
1:35 remaining left.
5-0 is your score here.
Face-off won by Salesianum, but the Hawks continuing to pressure Salesianum on the right side of the net. Pass around the net. Frankie Ely gets it back, taking it to the center himself. Doesn't have anybody to pass it to, as Salesianum about 3-on-1, take it away. Ben Kurse unable to stick poke it away from Willis to make sure he did not have an opportunity to score. Cleared down the ice by Salesianum. Ben Kurse gets it back here. The Tommy Ely chance got me a little off track there. Geary, I don't even think he knew he saved it, but he did. 57 seconds now remaining. 5-0 is still your score in the second period. Now we're getting the Braden Fisher chance from the crowd. Love to see
wave of seniors. I'd assume they're going to go through a lot of them.
No doubt about it.
See who comes next.
57.6 remaining. Once again is your time. 5-0 is your score. Second period. And the Hawks not able to get a line change in. Officials will send Adam Sharafi and Aiden Quinn back to the bench. Face-off won by Braden Fisher, but Salesianum are trying to take it away behind the net. It's 3-on-3 as a fight for it. Chef able to get it at the neutral zone. Shot there saved by the Hawks. Here's Tommy Ely. But Salesianum wants to just double team, take it away from him. They lose the pass. They will have to reset, but they try to clear as the Hawks pressured them in their own neutral zone. Willis swings it behind the net. Stick checks from Tommy Ely, taking it away. I'm sorry, Ben Kurson. Another shot from Salesianum, saved by Declan Geary on the left O-zone. Jake Ely gets it to Braden Fisher on the right O-zone of Salesianum, but they are able to clear with the numbers. And offsides go the Hawks.
A little under 5 seconds left to play here.
Yeah, 4.8 seconds remaining here in the second period. 5-0 the Hawks lead. We will take a longer intermission break here on WSJP, but AJ and I will be back for the third period, so do not go anywhere on WSJP.
You know, Ryan, I was just thinking this might be my last prep hockey game.
That is definitely a real possibility.
I mean, that's just a shame, you know. I heard they're retiring my headset, though. I heard they're hanging up in the rafters.
Unfortunately,
so,
AJ, we only have a few headsets. So I don't.
Hey, if you donate to my personal Venmo, we can get a couple more.
Braden Fisher went a bit too early on the face-off, so he is replaced by Jake Ely. So I'm not sure how much that's going to matter, as that will do it for the second period. St. Joe's Prep 5-0 lead over Salesianum. We'll take a intermission break here on WSJP. Back for third period action in just a few moments. I'm Ryan Sullivan, joined by AJ Farrington. Do not go anywhere. Back at it here on WSJP. Third period action between St. Joe's Prep and Salesianum. The Hawks up 5-0 over Salesianum. I think AJ's something more impressive. I got the scoreboard back. Nothing Ryan Sullivan can't do.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll give you that.
Indeed.
Gotta face off, guys. There we go.
Face-off won there by St. Joseph's Prep. Adam Sharafi resets for the Hawks as they clear it. Touched by Salesianum, so no icing going to be called. Here's a shot from Washlick. It goes high. Jake Ely, though, on the rebound behind the net. Pietro Polo came out of the net, actually. Rough for him, but Salesianum are able to clear it back behind the net of the Hawks as they do try to pressure Aiden Quinn, but he does deliver it behind the back pass over to Adam Sharafi. Sharafi takes it around the net. Crisp pass over to Jake Ely now in the Hawk in Salesianum's neutral zone. Cross ice pass over to Braden Fisher. Not taken in immediately, so he does have to fight for it in the left corner. Salesianum, though, are able to take it back on the board pass by St. Joseph's Prep. Willis loses it on the cross ice pass. He was just trying to get it in the Hawks neutral zone. Declan Geary does clear it out. Braden Fisher down on the ice for St. Joe's Prep. Fisher shot saved. Fisher 4-on-1 almost scored there.
Yeah,
Jake Ely stick pokes take it away.
Yeah, Ryan Fisher almost had him there on the toe drag, but just no dice that time. Looked good though from here. Already with one in the game, hunting for his second.
That's actually Ben Cursum behind the net, delivers a pass. Salesianum, they are able to center off the interception, though. No dice, though, for Salesianum on the goal. Frankie Ely trying to take it down himself, one-on-one. Ely shot, goal! St. Joe's Prep, it is 6-0.
Yeah, Frankie Ely just sliding through the ozone onto his own, beating two guys through the middle, and it's a good shot, picks his spot, hits a corner. That's a calm finish.
Frankie Ely takes it himself. Everyone getting in on the party here today. The Hawks, 5 different players who have scored. Man, oh man. Gargon cannot win the face-off, but he does take it away from the pass from Gudowski. Gargon will try to reset. He delivers a cross-ice pass into the Hawks' own O-zone. To Ben Curson, though, try to pass it behind the net. Good shot from Kropp and others to take it away. There's a fight in the left corner. Salesianum are the ones come away with it. Shot there from Sally's. A shot saved by Declan Geary.
Hey, Geary holding a clean sheet so far with, about 15 minutes to go left in this third period of hockey. I mean, he's been as calm as can be between the pipes, like he is usually. I mean, is he the best goalie in the state, Ryan? I feel like we brought this up a few times. I think he might be. A junior as well, he's got another season in him. I mean, another year of develop could be something really scary if you're an opponent next year.
The Hawks, definitely are going to be dangerous next year. Obviously, you're going to lose a multitude of seniors, but they're also going to be getting some seniors. You see Cole Gargon now, Cole Sullivan, who's going to be the one to take it down the ice. Pass and Noah Stool, beautiful.
You do lose a
pass, but it was missed by Stool, rebounded by Salesianum, but Noah Stool comes away with it behind the net once again. Here's a shot from Wagner, tries to center it on the rebound, nothing there for the Hawks. And a backhanded shot, nothing there for Cole Sullivan. There was too many Salesianum defenders, as now they will try to get the Hawks on a back skate. Here comes Puskar. Callahan gets the rebound off the shot, but the Hawks take it away once again. Strength in numbers goes St. Joe's Prep. Will Savory stick pokes it away over to James Fratt, who just has to clear, as the Hawks will get a full line change in. Joseph Dara, Vinny Burnett. On the full line change, Salfast knocked it a bit too far out in front of himself, so he was not able to get a one-on-one opportunity with Declan Geary, but Joseph Dara on the left side of the ice knocks it into the left O-zone of Salesianum, but the check from Chef forces him to not keep up with the puck. Chef off the board pass, tried to find Raum, but the Hawks once again just stick poke it away, and they're more of a defensive lineup, if you will. Aiden Quinn, Vinny Burnett, Connor Martin, Adam Sharafi, and Joseph Dara in there. Geary calls for icing as Salesianum cleared it down the ice.
Yeah, Ron, with the big lead, Coach Van Cool, getting a lot of playing time here. First swing, guys. You're sitting up 6-0. in the third period. Not a bad idea, you know. Love to see it personally.
So if all continues to go the way it's been going, the Hawks will take on LaSalle next Thursday at Iceline. Myself, Sam Salomon, will be on the call for that game during our spring break.
Yeah.
Sam likes the idea of that getting on the air again. Dara off the board pass to Sharafi in the left O-zone. He takes a shot. Save, dang.
I mean, if
Caught.
Sam has to be on the mic,
Yeah,
I guess.
I guess. You know.
Never fill my shoes, though.
Never.
Probably because I'm like 6 shoe sizes bigger than him.
Oh,
I
no.
think.
Well, you know what? Sam maybe one day could get there.
Yeah, you know, that's true.
I mean, Sam's only a freshman.
What are you, 14, Sam? Yeah. Okay.
AJ, a lot of history in this game. Just 2 years ago, St. Joe's Prep, they defeated Salesianum 5-3 in the Finals Cup quarterfinals, that being in 2024. So these seniors and even juniors, Cole Gargon and Frankie Ely, they know this team. Shot there, score! Oh my goodness! What a goal from Aiden Quinn! Wow, Aiden Quinn, a circus shot from the right O-zone, and it is now 7-0.
Yeah, what a snipe there from the defenseman. I tell you, you know, all those defenseman shots there, you know, you look, I mentioned the tip a lot, Ryan, but, you know, it could go straight in the net too, and right there for Aiden Quinn.
Oh my.
Multi-sport athlete, plays rugby with me as well.
Yeah, he'll
He's
be
quite good at that.
He'll be on the turf when the hockey season ends. Hopefully that's not until March 21st, which is when the state championship would be. The winner of the Flyers Cup would take on the winner of the Penguins Cup.
I'm not sure if he's going to Miami with us.
I mean, he's got to be here. There's a game on the Thursday if
I
the Hawks continue
continue
the streak that they're on.
He's quite the rugby player as well, though, I must add.
Indeed, he is. Salesiana, they did win the face-off, and they tried to take a shot, but it went into the netting, so we'll get a face-off in the left O-zone of St. Joseph's Prep. Aiden Quinn, his first goal of the playoffs, and well, actually he has 1 goal in the regular season in total, so 2 goals for him in the regular season. 6 different players have scored for St. Joseph's Prep today. Hawks win the face-off. The shot was saved. Salesiana once again trying to center it, but Jake Ely takes it away. Braden Fisher, Jake Ely, Mikey Washley down the ice, and stick pokes from Salesiana are able to knock it away. Ely will just have to reset, that being Jake. Has Ben Kirsten with him. Jake Ely actually trying to do it himself, trying to take it himself. Braden Fisher has a one-on-one shot, saved by Pietro Paulo, as Salesiana will keep going. Winchell takes a big hit from Ely, but Jake Ely's the one to go down. Fisher shot saved. Actually, it was Washuk the one to take the shot. Fisher delivered the pass. 2-on-3 in favor of Salesianum as they take it down the ice. Shot saved by Geary. Winchell took a snipe there, but Declan Geary, the one to intercept it.
Yeah, not much roll on there for Sally's on the odd man rush there. Like you mentioned, Winchell just trying to see if he can get something to go, but I mean, hits Geary straight in the logo.
Well, some students for the Hawks even deciding to clear out. Some getting the early ride home. I mean, I know you seniors have off tomorrow, AJ.
This is true.
Us juniors, though, we got our SATs. So.
Yeah, you know, been there, done that.
Been there, done that. Sam, he is off. For some reason.
Yeah, I don't know. I think we should make Sam go to school like himself.
I think Sam should be a proctor for the SAT. Here's a shot from Callahan as it got centered. Saved.
Sam's a proctor. Everyone's cheating.
Oh, no. Oh, no, never. Never.
Not at the prep, no.
Not at the prep.
If we were at a different school, maybe.
Well, hopefully.
I don't even think you can cheat on the SATs, can you?
I
feel like the questions are all different.
I don't know why we're talking about this. But, no, I don't.
Yeah, I think the questions are all different anyways. Yeah, no. All right, you're good, Sam.
Yeah, Sam will be okay.
Yeah.
Sam's going to do great on the SAT. Hopefully I will as well.
Yeah.
Offside's called on St. Joe's Prep, so we'll get a face-off at center ice. 11:02 now remaining. 7-0 St. Joe's Prep. Commanding lead over Salesianum.
Yeah, really. I mean, I think it was going to be a win for the Hawks, but, I mean, this has been a very dominant one and a little bit surprising, I think.
Well, I mentioned at the top of the broadcast, AJ, the Hawks were the number 2 seed last year in the Flyers Cup, but had a shocking loss to the number 7 seed Father Judge, who recently fell to LaSalle today. Once again, Salesianum trying to center, but the Hawks are able to take it away. Cole Gargon has 2 today. Could he add his 3rd? He loses the puck behind the net. So Frankie Ely is there to pick it up for him. Gargon takes it behind the net once again. Has a hand on his back as he spins around. Pass to Frankie Ely. Not able to secure it. That was a dangerous pass, but almost worked out for him. Boak called offsides, and that is just another pain in the side of Salesianum. They are frustrated. The student section still chanting.
Yeah.
It has not been a good day for Sally's.
Ryan, I talked about skating speed earlier, and I think we saw that perfectly there. Sally's looked like they could have gotten out to a 2v1, called up 2v2, and then the next guy to come through the zone was another Prep defender. You think on the break it'd be the other way around. You get an odd man rush going forward, but no. The Hawks just getting back quickly, and then, a miscue causes that offsides there as well. So, 2 for 1. But here's an odd man coming
safe
this
off
way.
one for James Fratt. 2-on-1. Gets the pass back. Shot. Oh, it's saved. Man, another almost goal for St. Joe's Prep on the 2-on-1. We saw it a bit earlier. Sharafi falls down as he's trying to get on the back skate.
Yeah.
3-on-2. Hawks win as they had numbers, and they will just reset under 10 minutes officially. The Hawks.
There's got to be something about that spot of the ice, Ryan. Sharafi's fallen at the same exact spot
Yeah.
3 times now. He fell once in warm-ups as well.
Just 10 minutes. You got a lot of time left, and that one high in the air. Luckily, it did not touch the ceiling for it to be called as a dead play. Now we get a Geary chant. I mean, I don't really understand the
Yeah, I mean, it's nice to have. We don't get that often at these games. So, I mean, I think the location has to do with it. The stadium. We definitely got a good amount of Delco guys here. I don't know about your grade, but definitely in mine.
Yeah.
Personally, I'm not one of them, but
Nope.
I'm a little more partial to the class of 23. It's a little bit easier for me to get there, but
So.
Well, I'm not one of those either.
All right. Yeah. Well, Sam is. So
Yeah,
and,
Sam.
and Cristiano is.
Oh
who's
yeah,
also
that's actually
here.
actually 3 is with me right now. So
Oh my goodness! Sharafi delivers a big hit to Brennan as he took it on the left side of the ice. As now Salesianum actually have it behind the net of St. Joseph's Prep. Quick transition here. He has it knocked away.
that was like attempted Michigan there, Ryan, on the far side.
Shot again. That one from Chef, but once again, the centering knocked away from the Hawks.
Yeah, it's just that final, like you mentioned, Ryan, that final pass hasn't been there for Salesianum today at all.
Aiden Quinn tried taking it down the ice, but numbers way. Cleared down by Joseph Dara. St. Joe's Prep just kind of getting keeping their defensive lineup in there. You see Tommy Ely, Ben Kersonen. Not really going to probably see Cole Gorgon, Michael Washlick, Braden Fisher for the rest of the day.
Yeah, at this point, you don't want to risk anyone getting hurt.
Vinny Burnett though on for St. Joe's Prep as he has a goal here today, and
no game is ever officially done until the whistle, Ryan. But 7-0 with 8-minute goal a minute is Salesianum.
Offsides called on Salesianum. So we're going to face off Vinny Burnett to face off for the Hawks.
The student section chanting Van Kula now.
Well, I mean, you know what? He has been, he's had a very successful season to start.
Yeah, absolutely.
Led his team to a APAC championship appearance, Purple Puck championship win, and now.
Gave me a senior night.
Yeah.
He gave us some merch.
Biggest accomplishment is that. Shot from Tommy Ely saved in the left O-zone. And now, if all continues to go well, he will help his team advance to the Flyers Cup semifinal against LaSalle College High School. That would take place next Thursday. We will continue with hockey throughout the duration of the rest of the season as Salesianum, they do win the face-off.
Man, a lot of
cross-ice pass.
A lot of high school teams play here, Ryan.
Yeah, I mean.
You notice that? Got the Prep, Lower Marion, Harriton, Marple, Carroll, and O'Hara all playing here.
Wow. Something about it. Something about the stadium is good. Connor Martin cross-ice pass over to Braden Fisher as he is able to misses it. Jake Ely on the rebound, gets it out to Tommy Ely, who takes a shot of his own. That one ricocheted into the netting by Braden Fisher.
Coach hiding his reaction.
Yeah, he's definitely hiding his smile.
Yeah.
But nonetheless, you hear the Van Kula chants. But LWSJP, as I mentioned.
Will Sav smiling out there. I got a good look at that. He's flashing the pearly whites for us.
If the Hawks do advance, they will play now and then. They would play the winner of Malvern and Holy Ghost Prep. Puck behind the net, knocked away by multiple St. Joseph's Prep players. Michael Washlick out there as well. I failed to mention that. Will Sav. Ely delivers a nice hit to Boak, not allowing Salesianum to get anything going offensively. There is Rome. Takes it behind the net, but Will Savarese is right there to take it away. And if the Hawks, I mentioned, and so the
Good move from Savage.
The Hawks do advance in the semifinals. They would play Holy Ghost Prep or Malvern Prep, that being on the 17th.
The Hawks successful against Malvern this year. Not as much Holy Ghost, but.
Yeah. The Hawks, 0-3 against Holy Ghost Prep, but I mean, lots of teams. But Salesianum also 0-1 against Holy Ghost Prep this season.
Yeah, I think about almost everyone's
Yeah. The
0 something against Holy Ghost Prep for the most part. But the Hawks definitely, in my opinion, with by far the best chance of anyone in this area for knocking Ghost off the top. And I wouldn't be surprised to see it.
Circus shot from Sharafi from about mid-ice, saved by Pietro Paul. And if the Hawks do win the Flyers Cup, they would take on the winner of the Penguins Cup on the 21st. But saying for some reason, if the Hawks do end up losing one of those, any game before March 7th, broadcast the season debut of lacrosse versus Upper Dublin, that being on the 17th.
You know, even if the Hawks don't make it there, I just really hope that the winner of the Flyers Cup beats the Penguin.
Yeah.
Just because I don't like the Penguins, you know.
I
love my season tickets. One of my most, cherished things that I guess I own technically. I guess you'd say own, yeah. Can't stand the Pens, so hopefully whoever comes out of here, if it is the Prep or if it is Ghost, LaSalle, or Malvern, they take it home. But we'll see.
At Salesianum, they cleared it down into the Hawks side of the ice. The Hawks, they on the left O-zone. 5:16 left. It's tiring.
Excuse me.
It's tiring, AJ. You get to sleep in tomorrow, though.
This is true. I do get to sleep. Well, maybe. We'll see. I might have some stuff to do. Like I mentioned earlier, I've been away
Fair enough.
at Purdue doing some rugby
Well, you know
stuff.
what? You got schoolwork.
Yeah, I got
Gotta
work
get
to
up.
make up.
Never mind. AJ does not get to sleep in.
Yeah, no days off, as they say.
Oh, Sam bragging. He gets to sleep in. I don't know, Sam. Might have to replace you next week.
Yeah. Sam, you can't drive for another 2 years, so it all kind of evens out.
The Hawks, they are able to.
Ryan, you can't drive either.
I told you. We talked about this before the broadcast.
Yeah, I just wanted to call it out on there.
Okay. The Hawks cleared it as Salesianum will try to get something going done offensively, though the pass to center ice to Crop was incomplete as Gargon took it away, and he will now just come out after he smoothly made a beautiful move to clear it down the ice. But Salesianum kind of just playing that game with the Hawks. Aiden Quinn spins around and might have got tripped there. But
yeah,
Sharafi,
it looks like the refs aren't really calling anything at this point. Up 7-0, there's really no need to. It's just kind of added. Hawks have been on the power play,
Well, Sharafi trying to do some fancy moves, but he lost his stick, and it's still on the ice. But it will be Ben Kershaw to come back on the ice.
More Van Kula chances as the coach.
Who did have it in Salesianum zone. Declan Geary came far out of the net as there was almost a score there from Salesianum. But the Hawks are able to. Sullivan clears it down to the left side. And now the boost from the student section. Mr. Van Kula not acknowledging the Van Kula chance. Cole Sullivan gets it into the left O-zone over to Noah Stool. Tried to center it. Nothing there, though, for the Hawks. And now some miscommunication.
Yeah. Two Salesianum players
between
running into each other.
Yeah, two Salesianum everywhere. The Hawks resecure the puck as James Fratt and Noah Stool. Might have been, if Stool was offside, so Fratt could not take it into the zone of Salesianum. But now in the neutral zone of the Hawks, Tommy Ely resecures under 3 minutes remaining. Much over.
Yeah, I wonder what it's like at home, It's an Oz that, I have a hard time, keeping in. You can't say anything, so.
Yeah, that's just as WSJP. And save there from Pietro Paulo as Fratt tried to take a circus shot. 2:47 remaining.
Chant. Neither did I. Now he's got a camo hat.
Well,